best parts of the show every single week. What is it, Wade?
News with Jeff Vader.
Chad, don't take the lack of applause to mean anything. It's not a qualitative judgment on your performance and how much we love the news.
I know. No applause sign. I get it.
What's going on there at the Empire Market, Chad?
At the Empire Market, things are pretty sweet, let me tell you. Pretty sweet.
I feel like there's a story there somewhere.
Okay.
No, that's it.
Or is
Just
that
wait.
it?
That's all you need to know.
Okay,
all
what's
you
the
need
news? All right, what do you got for us, Chad?
I've got news. Here it is.
Here we go.
Gilberto Sanchez, a New York-based glass installer, has pleaded guilty to movie piracy stemming from his illegal upload of the movie Wolverine in 2009. That's right, he's a pirate and a glass installer. This glass installing loser distributed an unfinished version or work print of Wolverine to the file sharing service Mega Upload. In between his daily glass installings, this renegade glass jockey then promoted the film on several movie forums, bringing shame to the reputation of glass installers everywhere. Then the FBI came calling, and his plans shattered, like so much installed glass. Now, with a possible 3-year jail sentence looming, his days of unrelenting glass installation may only be a sweet memory.
Oh, my goodness. You know, wait, can I say something about this kid? Screw him, throw him in jail. I'm sorry, throw him in jail.
Well, they're obviously trying to make an example out of him. You know, it's the biggest problems with piracy are bigger than guys who upload movies to file sharing services. I mean, you know, it's people who bring cameras into the multiplex in Malaysia, and you know, it's the people at the post house.
Well, that's the deal with this guy.
Yeah.
This guy was related to a post house.
Yeah.
This came out of a post house.
But the problem is bigger than, you're not going to stop the problem by just prosecuting these guys. You have to actually change the chain of possession on movie elements, which is getting harder and harder to do as the elements become more and more digital, you know, but you do have to somehow police that chain of possession so that you know exactly who is doing what at what point in the process. And once you're able to track down a pirated copy to a specific point in time, in a specific place, and a specific person, that's when it'll end. That's when everyone will know that movies are like caller ID, that if you pirate a movie, at the moment you pirated it, you suddenly are attached to that movie at that point in time and at that place. If we can get to that point in the digital chain of supply, then we're good.
Well, our screeners as film critics, our screeners that we get at home, they come watermarked.
Yeah, and with a nasty little letter that says, if you pirate this, we will track you down and kidnap your family.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
True.
I don't get those, I have to say.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's the case at these post houses when they lend out DVDs.
No.
You know what? But you can also just pull some off the Avid.
But you can pull them off the Avid. You know, there are screeners that are given to marketing people and advertising people and product placement people, and it's very, very loose. And nobody has really sort of shown, despite all their concern about piracy, nobody has shown the will to clamp down on that. So,
are they taking your cell phones? All Media Reviews, who's in our chat room on the Ustream, we're on Ustream and YouTube tonight, said they forced him. He was forced to check his cell phone at the screening of Win-Win a few weeks ago. Does that guys happen to you guys?
it happens.
It doesn't happen as much as it used to.
It used to happen all the time. It's kind of like security after 9/11. You know, getting onto a plane or even going into studios was like, it was insane. You couldn't get into you couldn't pass a studio gate right after 9/11 without having them look at your trunk and then run mirrors underneath the sides of the car. Now it's sort of like, well, yeah, okay, go. And it's kind of the same at screenings. They'll wand you a little bit, you know. For a while there were you know, pat downs and you know. So occasionally with a really big film, they'll make you check your phone or your you know, especially if there's a camera in it, but not really that much.
All right, Chad, what else you got?
Sarah Lane, Natalie Portman's dance double for Black Swan, told Entertainment Weekly that Portman only danced in about 5% of the dancing scenes, and that they used digital face replacement to make it look like she did. Director Darren Aronofsky refutes this claim. In other shocking news of Hollywood deception, James Franco did not actually saw his own arm off in 127 hours. Colin Firth was fake stuttering in the King's Speech, totally fake. And toys don't actually come to life when you leave the room.
What?
Ooh, Hollywood, when will the lies stop?
My childhood destroyed. You know what? To me, this is a non-story.
It's a non-story.
It's a
I agree.
right?
Look, this happens every once in a while when somebody who's involved with a hit film in a minor way wants to call attention to themselves and sort of piggyback the film's success to.
Well, you can look if you contributed to the success of a movie, that's fine.
Yeah.
But she shouldn't be doing it she shouldn't diminish Natalie Portman.
She's trying to further her own career.
Well, I don't know. I mean, basically, it sounds like somebody who's not involved in Hollywood. She gets a credit when you sign up to do a movie. You get a credit. Her credit was, I think it was hand model. I think they said she was.
Is that what it was? Hand model?
It was that, and it was the stunt double, right? And then they gave her stunt, and she obviously wanted dancing. Well, that's what you negotiate before.
Yeah.
I don't fault her for it. She probably didn't know any better, and then she saw it and went, "Hey, Natalie Portman, they're saying she did it all." Well, honestly, I did it.
Look,
I don't think she's looking for fame. I think she's just trying to go.
I didn't like that Aronofsky actually went public with a statement adding up the percentage that Natalie did, the percentage that he didn't need to do that.
He didn't need to do that.
You don't want to give credence to people who come out of the woodwork and say things like that.
No, you don't. I mean, look, she's just trying to further her own career, and she saw Natalie Portman collect an Oscar. She saw the movie make a ton of money, get some press. She thought, I'll make a stink, and maybe somebody.
I don't take it like that. Did she really make a stink, or did somebody just pick it up? I don't think she made a stink. I think she mentioned it. It seems like she said it somewhere, and then look what she's saying.
Maybe.
So I don't know if I would judge her as harshly.
It's a non-story.
From what I'm reading, yeah.
Chad, how much of Natalie Portman's dancing did you do, Chad?
Oh, I didn't do any of it, but I watched all of it. Like a hawk. Like a hawk watches a swan.
Thanks for taking my non-starter question and making it funny,
he
Chad.
nailed it.
Chad Vader, everybody.
Brilliant.
All right, what else you got for us?
You better chain Wade down for this one.
Uh-oh.
According to Jeffrey Katzenberg and James Cameron, the 3D revolution is just beginning. Likening the new technology to when movies first went to color and the Wright brothers' first flight, these bozos think that 3D movies are going to be the next big evolution of cinema. Don't worry, Wade. I got this one. This camera! Give me this camera right here! Go to hell, you losers! Oh, you guys are 60 years old and you're making movies for 15-year-olds. When Francis Ford Coppola was your age, he'd already made Jack. When Francois Truffaut was your age, he was already dead. This camera, give me this camera right here. Get a life. You make me hate Wade's job.
That was awesome.
The rant that'll live forever. The rant is now being spoofed. Wade, you're being spoofed.
I am so honored. Thank you, Chad. I'm 1 week old and I'm the subject of satire. I'm so flattered.
You know what? Just go ahead and watch Weekend Update tonight
That's
on
it.
SNL. You never know.
You never know.
It could be there.
Never
By the way,
know.
can I say something? The reason why Katzenberg and Cameron are coming out and saying that 3D is the next big thing. You know why they're saying that now?
Yeah, because
it's not the next big thing.
It's trying to save face. Look, the only one of those guys who I really have a lot of respect for as someone who is far-sighted in this matter is Katzenberg, and I think he's wrong. I mean, I would agree with him with a lot of things, but not in this. And let's remember, George Lucas is the guy who said that movie theaters would go 100% digital and cameras would go 100% digital in like 5 years, and that was like 16 years ago. You know,
because it costs $70,000 to equip a theater to become digital.
Look, if 3D were the next big thing, it would have been the next big thing in whatever 1958 or 59, whatever, when House of Wax was. It's kind of come and gone so many times, and they can perfect the technology as much as they want. But at the end of the day, people don't like wearing glasses, and it doesn't really enhance the experience. It really doesn't. I mean, a good movie shot in 65mm negative, 70mm projected, any of those great movies from the widescreen era, even Mad World, Lawrence of Arabia, all that stuff, that is a much more immersive experience than anything shot in 3D.
You mean My Bloody Valentine 3D is not immersive?
No.
I don't understand.
Not really.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, Chad. Good stuff this week, Chad.
Awesome.
Thank you. I'm going to go call my landlord and yell at him.
Do it.
Chad's on a rampage thanks to Wade. Thanks, Chad. Chad Vader, everybody.